Please come to order. Good evening. Welcome. I am Randy Guy, President of Commissioners of St. Mary's County. Before I introduce the other commissioners, I'd ask that you turn your cell phones off or on vibrate. Sitting to my right, representing 1st Commissioner District, which includes Ridge, Piney Point, St. George's Island, Mr. Eric Colvin.
Good evening.
Mike Hewitt represents 2nd Commissioner District, which includes Leonardtown, Hollywood, is unable to be here tonight. Sitting to my left, representing 3rd Commissioner District, which includes Charlotte Hall, 7th District, Golden Beach, Mechanicsville, John O'Connor.
Good evening.
Representing the 4th Commissioner District, which includes Lexington Park, some of California, Great Mills, and some of Hollywood, Todd Morgan. Seated at the table to my left is Dr. Rebecca Bridget, our County Administrator.
Good evening.
Elisa Cassis, our Communications Director, is sitting at the table to my right.
Good evening.
Amy Carter, our video media producer, is behind the glass. Tonight's public hearing is to amend the Comprehensive Water and Sewage Plan Amendment for property at On Tap LLC. We will now have a presentation from Mr. Bill Hunt, Director, Department of Land Use and Growth Management. Bill, it's all yours.
Thank you, President Guy. Good evening, Commissioners and Dr. Bridget. This public hearing is to amend the Comprehensive Water and Sewerage Plan for commercial development of property located at 362, excuse me.
Nothing wrong with that.
281 Carpenter Lane, Charlotte Hall. The property is within the Charlotte Hall Town Center. The public hearing notice was published in the Southern Maryland News on September 17th and September 24th of this year. The requested amendment would change the water service category from W6D service in 6 to 10 years developer financed to W3D service in 3 to 5 years developer financed. The property owner is Property on Tap LLC. The proposed amendment will allow public water service for a future intended Forever Lawns business service in 4 residential apartments. The future buildings have not gone to the Planning Commission for a public hearing for the concept site plan. The immediate use of the property will be to store equipment used by Forever Lawns. The Planning Commission held a public hearing on July 12, 2021 on this amendment, and the Planning Commission recommends approval. The Health Department and Metcom support the connection to public water service, and they support this amendment as well. MDE has reviewed the proposed amendment and has found it to be consistent with the comprehensive plan. That includes my presentation, sir.
Commissioner, you have any questions?
No.
Mr. President, I just want to say thank you for being amenable to having this in the evening prior to our delegation meeting. I know for people in the north end of the county, keeping that consideration there and open so they could come after work if they so choose was very important, so I appreciate that.
Sure. Dr. Bridget will now provide the format for this public hearing.
Thank you, Commissioner President Guy. Here are the guidelines for the Commissioners of St. Mary's County public hearing for the Department of Land Use and Growth Management for the Comprehensive Water and Sewerage Plan Amendment for Property on Tap LLC. If you wish to address the Commissioners via teleconference, please call 301-475-4200, extension 1234, to provide your name and address for the record. You will then be given an opportunity to speak to the Commissioners through the phone conference. All speakers who wish to address the Commissioners in person are asked to fill in the sign-up sheet located in the lobby of the Chesapeake Building. All speakers will be allotted 3 minutes to address the Commissioners. At the end of the 3 minutes, our Communications Director, Elisa Cassis, will let you know that your time has expired. We ask that you respect the 3-minute time limit in order to give all those who wish to participate an opportunity to be heard. This public hearing is being televised live on the St. Mary's County Government TV 95 and the county's YouTube channel. If you should miss any part of the hearing, it will air on Channel 95 this Friday, October 8th at 8:30 p.m. and will remain available for on-demand viewing on the St. Mary's County Government YouTube channel. Citizens were provided an opportunity to address the commissioners via video submissions. But because we didn't receive any video submissions for the public hearing by the Department of Land Use and Growth Management for the Comprehensive Water and Sewerage Plan Amendment for Property on Tap LLC, we will now begin accepting comments for those who have signed up to speak in person. Sharon, do we have anyone signed up to speak on the public hearing? Thank you. We have, our first speaker is Billy Mahaffey.
Please get as close to the microphone as you're able, sir. Thank you.
Good evening, Commissioners. Thank you very much for allowing us to have this public hearing. I represent, first of all, I'm Billy Mahaffey with Mahaffey and Associates, civil engineering company, and the address is P.O. Box 2450, Leonardtown, Maryland. I'd like to thank Bill Hunt for his presentation of the project, the amendment request, and I really don't have anything to add other than just my willingness to answer any questions that you may have.
No, sir.
Anybody have anything?
No,
We have nothing, sir. Thank you very much.
appreciate that.
Thanks, Billy.
Well, if there's some other testimony and you'd like to call me back, I'm not going to go anywhere. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. And we have William Phillips, or Phipps, that is signed in but does not wish to speak. Have you changed your mind, or are you still just, would you like to speak, Mr. Phillips?
Just for the record, Mr. Phillips is here. He is a member, the managing member of Property on Tap LLC. So he is the applicant, if you will.
Great, thank you. And does he have, he doesn't wish to speak? Okay, great, thank you. Appreciate that. And those are the only in-person folks on our sign-up sheet. Ms. Casas, do we have any calls in the teleconferencing system?
Thank you, Dr. Bridget. Commissioners, it doesn't appear that we have any calls, but I'll check in with Julie. Hi, Julie. It's Elisa Costas. I'm calling to see if we have any calls for our public hearing tonight for the Commissioners of St. Mary's County public hearing for the Department of Land Use and Growth Management for the Comprehensive Water and Sewerage Plan Amendment for Property on Tap LLC.
We do not.
Julie, thank you very much. Commissioners, Dr. Bridget, we have no calls on our teleconference line for this public hearing.
Thank you, Ms. Casas. And is there anyone else in the audience that would like to speak that did not sign up? Hearing none, please note that the public comment period will remain open for 7 days until close of business on October 12th. Should the public wish to send an email to csmc@stmarysmd.com or by U.S. mail to P.O. Box 653, Leonardtown, Maryland, 20650. Commissioner President Guy, this concludes our public hearing.
Thank you, Dr. Bridget. With that being said, this public hearing is closed.